Hey YouTube, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another All Things Green month. And no, this is not a review of a movie, this is a review of a 1986 video game. Yes, that's right, I talk about video games on this channel as well, and I haven't done that in a long time or done a playthrough. So here we go. It's a 1986 fantasy action adventure classic, The Legend of Zelda, the original. Not any of the sequels or the spin-offs or the recent game on the Switch. The original Legend of Zelda that came out in '86 when I was a baby. This is an amazing game. I know that I'm probably not going to get a lot of views for this. I don't care. I want to talk about games because games are a big part of my life. So, besides movies and television shows and plays, so here we go. Basically, it's about a young boy named Link. He wears green, so it counts, and he's on a magical quest to save a princess from a pig creature called Ganon. And the game is very epic. I mean, even for the time, the music. Dun, 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 I love that music in any Zelda game. It just puts you right in the mood, right into this. It sucks you into the adventure. It's basically an RPG as well because you save your file and you gain. Now you don't gain levels, but you get hearts throughout the dungeons in the game and such. There's legendary villains like you got the Octoroks, you have the Gibdos, you have the freaking Dagondos, those dinosaurs. You got the black dark nuts. You have the dragon the boss. You have the freaking eye. There's a lot of villains in the game, and it's just a legendary game. Like it's not called Legend of Zelda for a reason. And also, the main character's name is Link. It's not Zelda. People actually thought the character was named Zelda, the main character, but I'm like, Zelda's a girl's name. So it's the princess in the game that gets captured by Ganon. And it's an epic game. I mean, I finished it last year for the first time. Yes, 30 years after the original release of it. And it's just as fun now as it was back in 1986. It's a grand adventure. The items are really cool, like the boomerang and the sword and the shield and the other costumes that Link can wear. You get upgrades in the game, which help you a lot, which are a lot of fun. The story is pretty well, done. It's the finding the dungeons was very very cryptic, but that's why I'm glad for the internet today, so I don't have to get lost. And I know how to get the whistle, the ocarina. I believe that's the ocarina, or it's a whistle that takes you to other the dungeons and around the world. And it's just a really epic game. I mean, it's the reason we have that new Zelda on the I think it's Breath of the Wind or something on the Nintendo Switch. It's a legendary franchise. I love Link as a character. He wears a little green hat and a green shirt, and just he's an epic character. There's a reason that he's endured just as long as Mario. Shigeru Miyamoto is a genius for creating this character, and it's just an epic game. Like if you have never played the original Legend of Zelda, you can download it on the 3DS or play it on the Wii U, or I don't know if the Switch downloads games, but there's many ways you can find it. It's also available on the NES Classic, which is a great way to get yourself started in this franchise. I haven't played Zelda 2, so I won't be reviewing that, but I wanted to review a game, a classic, not 80s game that has a character that wears green, so it counts. Anything green counts. Movies, shows, video games, plays, a short film, anything, as long as it is green. And he wears green, so. Anyway, yeah, if you have not played Legend of Zelda, the original game, play it. It is a classic. It is one of the games that has endured. It's not dated at all. It's still a great adventure. And, a legendary character that still people are playing as today. And Hollywood, why haven't you made a Legend of Zelda movie? You could take Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or freaking Neverending Story, and you can make a kick-ass Zelda movie just on that. I know they haven't made a good video game movie. I mean, last year you had Assassin's Creed, which I heard was horrible, and Warcraft, which people were very mixed on. And, it's really hard to find a good one in the bunch. But I think a Legend of Zelda movie would be great. They did a cartoon in the '80s, which was not very good. But I would love to see Link on live action. It would be freaking fantastic. You can even make him talk, but not talk too much because normally Link is a quiet protagonist, but in other games or in the cartoon he talked. So But who knows? I just hope that Link, and also he talked in those god awful CDI games that of Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon, and the Link of the Face, Forces of Evil, or whatever it was called, or those are just horrendous. I heard they're terrible cutscenes and just a bad gameplay, bad graphics, everything. But the original Zelda is a winner. The graphics still hold up. The music is still kick ass. The story is really well done. It's got fun gameplay. So it's basically you use the A button to use your sword and the B to like use bombs or boomerangs or whatever. And it's epic, just in every sense of the word. And that's I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Legend of Zelda is a really good game. Anyway, guys, I wanted to do something lighter because I've been mostly reviewing movies, and I wanted to do something different. Link is a character, wears green, so I'll be doing more of these reviews. Video games and video game movies in the future. And it's fun. I like to be different. I don't like to be. I like to be spontaneous here on YouTube. I don't want to just review movies and shows and that's it. No, I also want to review video games. How do I review a video game? Take the elements I do like in the game, talk about the plot a bit, and there you go. What I don't like in this Zelda game, the last dungeon is way too complicated and it takes forever to get through. But Death Mountain is much harder in the second game. I know because I've seen footage of people playing it and it's a pain in the ass. But in the first game, it's also very confusing and cryptic. But hey, the internet can always help, and I'm glad that I finished it last year for the first time. So, anyway, that's my review of Zelda, The Legend of Zelda from 1986. It's a classic. Play it. You're missing out if you haven't played it. And thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And the next one will be a review of either a movie or a show. So, take care. And also, those of you living in the Northeast or in the Northwest, so my friends Parker and Sean, and not Tevye because he lives in Florida, but any of you guys out there that live in a place where it's going to snow, stay safe, bundle up at home, keep yourself warm, watch some movies and shows, and avoid traveling if you can because it's going to be bad out there. But anyway, just a nice heads up to my friends, a nice quick shout out. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.